Hey y'all, welcome to CLACK. Today we'll be taking a look at a uniquely designed 65% custom, the Capsule by Pixelspace, the same studio that brought you the Endless 80. Now CLACK.io will be running the group buy, and they provided this unit for me to review. If you're into unique designs, stick around and watch this whole video, as there's some important information about the differences between the round 1 unit, which is the one that I have, and the round 2 group buy units, which are going to go on sale very soon. Now the price for the round 2 group buy will range from $315 to $390 US, depending on the finishes you select and the weight type that you select. So let's jump right in. You know what time it is. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see how it feels. Let's start the build. Yeah, this ivory color matched with the nice PBT shin bun looks absolutely amazing. Canon Keys will be releasing this set really soon, so definitely be on the lookout for these. I'll make sure to go ahead and post something about it as soon as it's released. I have a feeling they'll go pretty quick. So the capsule will have 2 different sales. The round 1 sale already happened right before this video release, and the round 2 group buy that is about to launch should run until approximately June 20th. The capsule kit includes this really attractive box, some of the best artwork I've seen on a keyboard box, a 1.2mm PCB with flex cuts, so expect this to be pretty bouncy. This will come in an ANSI hot swap, or you can get ANSI ISO solder options for the round 2 group buy. There's also an LED strip at the top right that supports RGB. Now, the daughter board is pre-installed to the top case, different than any other daughter board that I've built, and it has this tiny little JST cable. The group buy units will get a change in the daughter board to a custom AIO3 C3 unified daughter board, but more on that in just a bit. You also get plate foam, case foam, and PE foam. The plate choices for the round 2 group buy are going to be polycarbonate, POM, FR4, and they also added an aluminum plate option, which is really nice to see. The capsule utilizes gasket socks, so this will be a super easy build to put together, really straightforward. They also have this color matched USB-C cable as an add-on option for the group buy. It's pretty short though at 1 meter, so I'd like to see them lengthen this if you have to pay for this as an add-on. The feet are here, which I always recommend to slap on before anything else. Now the colorways for the round 2 group buy are going to be anodized black, anodized red, anodized silver, anodized green, an E ivory, which is the one that I have, and an E yellow. Now the case itself has 2 defining features. Now first are these thick bezels which curve completely over the edge, making it easy to hold and move around. Second is the backside weight with the beautiful PVD mirror finish to it and a CNC engraved Pixelspace logo on the far right side. Now this logo will be laser engraved for the R2 group buy. My unit has a PVD brass weight, but the group buy units will be offered in an anodized aluminum or a PVD stainless steel weight. So there's a lot of different changes here going on with the round 2 group buy. There's also a badge on the top right with some engraving with some RGB flare. Now the round 2 group buy unit will be different here as well. The logo that says Capsule on it will be concave versus the convex one that I have on mine, and the badge will be color matched to the back weight depending on what you select. Now one thing I really wish they did was move the USB cable to be centered instead of left justified. It would make the whole look feel a lot more symmetrical in my opinion. Overall, I like this design. It's polarizing and I wouldn't say it's for everyone, but I dig it. It's not the first board I've seen like this. I did have the Boop 65, although it was different, but it did have the round edges. I think this one is executed much better than that. The fit and finish all get top scores and the board screams premium. The case that I have from round 1 has a 20mm front height and a 5-degree typing angle. Now this will change for the round 2 group buy to an 18mm front height and a 6-degree typing angle. So keep that in mind when you're watching reviews of this board, because everyone has this same unit that I have. Now it's a pretty significant change that could lead to a better sound, especially in the spacebar, but that's not something that I can determine without trying it out myself. Now the weight fully built comes in at 4.68 pounds. The build process is really easy. I will suggest using a long bit if you're using an electric driver. With the internal screws, it can be really easy to scuff up the finish of the board, so take your time and make sure you're not making contact with the case when adding or removing your screws. You've been warned. So aside from that, the board is really easy to build. You will need to remove 8 keycaps to get to the screws, but not a big issue at all. I think it's a solid trade-off for the external screwless design. Now one note for the difference in the R2 group buy units. For those that purchase R1 units, you cannot swap out the daughter board without swapping out the PCB. However, if you did go in on round 1 and want to purchase an additional PCB, CLACK will include the new daughter board at no extra cost for any of the round 1 buyers. Jeez, this stuff is confusing. Anyway, the leaf style mounting system with the gaskets along with the flex cuts in the PCB lend itself to a nice soft typing experience. The board can go to a solid amount of flex or a slightly stiffer but still soft typing experience depending on the foam configuration you go with. Removing the bottom case foam will give you the most flex, but you will bottom out if you're a hard typer. Now, the switches I use are Texi Sangrias that I got from Lubed Switches. If you're not familiar with them, they offer accessories including pre-lubed switches, which saves me a ton of time. I'm really picky about how the switches are lubed, so when they sent these over, I was really impressed. So I partnered up with them to offer my viewers a discount, which is in the description below. Now the sound of the capsule is overall nice. I'm not a fan of the sound of the spacebar. It sounds a bit muted and metallic to my ears, but I think for the group buy units, it could sound better with that lower 18mm front height. I think the extra room under the spacebar is causing some minor hollowness. The mods overall sound good with the exception of the backspace, which has a bit of hollowness as well. Alphas overall sound really nice. Now if you want the board to really pop, definitely go with the PE foam. It really brings the board to life. Okay, final thoughts on this board. I think if you like the design aesthetics, you're really gonna enjoy this keyboard. I think the price is on the mark for what you're getting. Me personally, I really love the looks of this board. It has a nice stance, and I think the change to an 18mm front height with a 6-degree typing angle will make it even more aggressive looking on the desk. I can't speak to how it will sound or perform without having it in hand, but on paper, the group buy unit seems to be the way to go. I appreciate you as always. Drop the likes to help your boy to reach more people, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Enjoy the typing test. Catch you in the next one. Peace.